The Wendy Williams Show.
Studio audience and my virtual audience. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. There's certain news that never shocks me because I thought Blake and Gwen were already engaged. Like, we've known about them being together for so long, but apparently this is breaking news before I came out here. They're engaged. I wish them well. I can't see them being with anybody else but them. You know how I was talking about, like, Jen and Mark, and maybe they'll get back together or something like that? But they've dated for 5 years. They met on The Voice. And they just seem to be really, Now, this will be his third marriage. It's okay, he's 44. He has no kids. Gwen is 51. 34, 51, 34, 51, 34, 50, 44, okay. That's okay. It'll be her second marriage. And she's got 3 children with Gavin Rossdale. Apparently, they know how to co-parent properly, and Blake knows the kids, and she's 51. I don't know whether she's gonna try to have a child with him, you know, biologically, or whether they'll do something else. It almost doesn't even matter. They just seem like 2 really happy people. Who found each other at the right time in their lives, you know? Okay, I've got a treat for you. This is a good one. The trailer for the new season of Cheaters with Peter Gunz from New York. Okay, he's the host. Just take a look.
Cheaters exposes the torment, distress, and anguish caused by infidelity.
Kidding me, Matthew?
I'm Peter Pranky, a.k.a. Peter Gunz. We were cheaters. This ain't Greco, baby. I know the game. I've been down this road. I was with you. You don't want to see me, bro.
There you go.
Wow. You're beautiful. You're going to get something way better than that. I promise you that.
Watch Cheaters' riveting new season.
Well, look, there is no Airdate yet. There is no network yet. And I must admit, like, Cheaters is not that kind of show that I personally go to look for, but for some reason it always finds me. You know when you're watching your show, you know, in the morning on Saturdays, it comes on for like 12 hours in a row. Cheaters is an all-day thing. I believe on VH1 now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, who knows a cheater better than Peter? People are very, very upset that he's been chosen to host the show because they're like, you are the cheater. And I was like, yeah, you know, Clark Gable Jr. passed away. And he was the first host. Oh no, the first host was Tommy Grand. Yeah, here are all the hosts. It was Tommy Grand, then Clark Gable Jr.
That's Joey Greco.
Joey Greco.
Yeah. He got stabbed.
Stabbed on the
Stabbed
show.
on the show.
Clark Gable III, who passed away last year. I don't know, where's the first guy?
I don't know where
You don't
he
know.
is. Tommy Grant.
Anyway, the thing about Cheaters is that it's such a dramatic show that you need a host to be just as dramatic. He's already striking his pose. You know, he's got 10 kids with goodness knows how many babies' mothers. You know, all as a result of cheating. Remember at one point they were on Love and Hip Hop New York? And Peter had these two girls living in the same apartment building, one on one floor and one on the other. But we knew because we were watching it. The girls didn't know. He had apartment keys. He was sliding up to one apartment, sliding down to the other. He'd get one pregnant, and then the other pregnant, and then the other pregnant. But there's still other kids out there. I mean, I'm not chasing this show, because I never have. But, oh, and by the way, I don't think Peter Gunz has changed his ways. You know, sometimes you're just born to do exactly what you do. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yep.
Cheat!
Cheat. Cheaters are gonna cheat.
Yeah, and make a fool of women.
Exactly.
You pick weak women, you cheat with them, and then you go on about your life. And the cigar doesn't help. Okay, big pimpin'. The cigar doesn't help. Oh, Peter. Norman, let me know when this show's gonna come on and what network is taking it.
Okay, definitely.
And it better be a regular channel.
Right.
You know. Nicole Kidman has a 12-year-old daughter, and she's the oldest, but she's got kids, and she doesn't want them to be on social media. Well, take a look.
I won't let them be on Instagram. I won't let them, you know, and I have a 12-year-old right now who's chomping at the bit, wanting to like get into all of that. And I'm like, no. So it's just that constant push-pull. And I would say a lot of parents would say the same thing.
You know, for her, I would say, keep it going as long as you can. And by the way, when your daughter goes over to her friend's house, the first thing they do is get on the gram, get on all the blogs, and all that other kind of stuff. I think that you and Keith need to have an open discussion, though, about you all's relationship, because we all know here at Hot Topics that you've had difficulties, and both of you have had accusations thrown at you. And so if that's why you don't want them to be on, I mean, along with the other nasty stuff, but mainly this is a family thing. Just have a family dinner. This is gonna be really hard to enforce. What do you do when you're the parent of a 12-year-old? They all have everything, especially if you're Kidman, Keith. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just saying. So now here's the problem. And I've talked to Kate Beckinsale about this through the TV before. Her 23-year-old boyfriend, how dare him, broke up with her. I've had it. It goes something like that. I've had it. He's a musician with some group called, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. Nope. A group that you don't know. They're not touring. They're like in a garage someplace, you know, practicing for when it's cool to go out. But he's young and he has other priorities. And, you know, Kate, we talked about this. You started dating young men almost as soon as you divorced your husband. And she's got a 21-year-old. So imagine dating a 23-year-old with a 21-year-old in the house. Now, let me just rewind her dating script. So, right after the divorce, as I can recall, she dated a guy named Matt Rife, and he's 24. Okay. Then she went on to Pete Davidson from SNL. There was one other guy in between.
Yeah, that guy, the new guy. It was 3 young guys.
Okay, and then it was the new guy.
Right.
How old is she? 47?
She is 47.
Yeah, 47 and 23, 47 and 22, 40. It just, but you know what? I have a feeling that she dates them because she doesn't want to get married again, not now. She wants to date guys who are hot and in the safe zone. Like, they don't want to get married. They're just out for a good time. They like all the good food, you know, burgers and stuff. She's tired of being treated fancy by men her own age. She's 47. I'm not in that position, but I understand it. I mean, I wouldn't date a 23-year-old just because I don't want to be involved. But, you know, when she turns 50, like, give yourself 3 years. Just keep it going. It's good for our business. Nicole. Mm-hmm. Just keep it going and date these young men. Not Nicole, what'd I call her?
Kate Beckinsale?
Kate. Keep this going, Kate. It makes us all feel good about ourselves. Like, you know what? There are some women of a particular age that young boys still holler at. And if you're free, why not holler back? I just wouldn't do it at the house. Like, if your daughter lives with you, it's a little weird. Okay, something horrible has happened at Conan O'Brien's show. I think it was an inside job. I'm judging. It was burglarized, his set. Everybody goes home. They turn off the air conditioners. The lights are all the way off. This becomes a spooky place after hours. He said yes, exactly. So he had been doing his show at a theater in LA. And he was told, well, just take a look at the B-roll. He's talking about, you know, well, that's him doing his show. He's relaxed his hair, I guess, and the whole bit. I wouldn't recognize him in the street. But he told his audience the other night that someone broke into his studio and they stole laptops. Oh, and a clapper, you know. What do you call it? A slate. Right. A slate and a whole bunch of computers. Now, you don't think that sounds like an inside job? You know, you go in quick, you know exactly where everything is, and then you leave. Now, he'll get all that stuff back, but that's not the point. He has no idea who to fire. Lie detector test for everybody.
A COVID test and a lie detector test.
If someone broke in here, and I'm not suggesting you do anything, okay? But I would steal my chair, and then I would steal the marlin on my wall in my office, because I've had it for so many years. It's beautiful. Everybody always comments how beautiful it is. And then finally, and most importantly, I'd steal Cynthia. Because if you're a real Wendy watcher, then you know this is something that can be replaced. It's just a chair. The marlin, you know, I can get the guy, you know, maybe one by one to put another one together. He's still alive and very well. But Cynthia, I made by hand. You know what I mean? So it's a real Wendy original. Don't come in here, though. Do not. We've got cameras outside, cameras inside, and cameras that work even when it's dark in here. We'll get you.